Suryagni, of course, is joining us from South 24 Parganas. Suryagni, the allegation, of course, is that not enough central forces have been deployed for these elections. Shukanta Mojumdar, who we spoke with earlier, says that if you start doing the math on this, in terms of the number of companies of central forces that have been sent to West Bengal, it seems only 10 to 12,000 of the over 60,000 polling booths in Bengal stand guarded by the central forces right now. The 50,000 odd are not guarded by central forces. Suryagni?
These allegations and counter allegations will stay, but follow me, the political counter, allegations and counter allegations will remain. But what we showed you right now was the ground reality of South 24 Parganas' Bhangor. That person who is from the ISF, he clearly stated, he narrated his tale. He alleged that, see, right now again we see a lot of policemen, walking around this particular spot. We were just speaking that how does the security deployment look? Again, over here they are seen monitoring this particular line, but it doesn't look pretty uniform as such, because if there is security personnel behind me and in this particular area, we can't see anything over here. There are security personnel inside the booth, which should be there. So these questions are there, which only the State Election Commission is, capable of answering. Follow me.
Absolutely. It is for the State Election Commission to answer how does this spate of violence incidents continue on the day of polling. Where are the central forces? Where is the state police? And what is the administration doing in order to ensure that the voters who stepped out to cast their ballot stay safe? Suryagni, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details and that report from Bhangor in South 24 Parganas. Voting in Bengal, in fact, has begun amid sporadic incidents of violence. Several incidents of violence and arson have been reported after the process of voting began earlier this morning. 5 TMC candidates and 1 BJP candidate have allegedly been killed during violence, which was reported from multiple locations this morning. 2 TMC workers were killed in Murshidabad last night. Voting booths, ballot boxes and even the booth chairman have been attacked by miscreants at various locations. Central forces are deployed along with state police to contain the dwindling law and order situation in the state. Amid violence, political blame game has also begun. CPM lashed out at the Trinamool Congress for violence happening during the election. Meanwhile, BJP alleged that TMC is creating unrest to disrupt the voting process.
আমার স্বামী এসে বলল কি তুমি খাবার খোলা আমি আসে খাইয়ে দিয়ে আসছি ওরাকে খাইয়ে দিয়ে তখন দুজনে একসাথে আমরা খাবার খাবো ওই বলি গেল আসে মানুষ ঘইল না দিয়ে বম পড়তে লাগলো আমরা ভয়ে লুকিয়ে পড়েছি আমাদের এখানে ঘরের ভিতরে আমরা লুকিয়ে পড়েছি ঘরের ভিতর থেকে আমরা ভয়ে বের হতে পারছি না দিয়ে আর মুখে শুনছি যে মরে গেছে
The State Election Commission as well as the state machinery is totally a failure. And they have not only the failure, the State Election Commission also violated the verdict of the High Court. So this is the violation of the court's order also. So I think the court will take cognizance. We will also proceed to court to take action against this Election Commission. Court significantly clearly ordered that the central forces should cover all the booths of West Bengal. But unluckily, the State Election Commission has not considered this order seriously.
Practically, the state of West Bengal is not suitable for conducting local body election. The reason being that the local body election in Bengal is always marred by violence, arson, murder, loot, everything else. The reason is that the ruling dispensation in cahoots with the police administration, they always unleash a reign of terror during the local body election. Here, democracy has been trampled upon. Actually, the state government itself is a murderer of democracy. In the name of election, here simply murder, loot, and electoral depredation have been continuing unabated.
आज पंचायत इलेक्शंस के वोट शुरू हुई है और रात भर हमने देखा कि हमारे 3 कार्यकर्ता तृणमूल कांग्रेस के वर्कर रेजीनगर, तूफानगंज और खरग्राम में उनको मर्डर किया गया, उनकी हत्या की गई। और साथ ही साथ डोमकल में हमारे ही 2 कार्यकर्ता के ऊपर गोली चलाई गई, वो बहुत ही बुरी तरीके से घायल है।
So that is, of course, Dr. Shashi Panja of the Trinamool Congress, a minister in the state government. She alleges that the central forces are nowhere to be found and the BJP is to be blamed for the violence in West Bengal. Amit Malviya, co-in charge for the state from the Bharatiya Janata Party, is joining us over the phone line this morning. Mr. Malviya, the reports of violence that are coming in from Murshidabad, from CoochBehar, from South 24 Parganas, it just seems that the violence which we saw in the run-up to the election, sir, continues unabated even on polling day.
Well, the reason for this violence is the fact that the Mamata Banerjee government, in collusion with the State Election Commission, have willfully ensured that the central forces are not deployed adequately. The court had ordered that no civic volunteers will be used, there will be adequate security arrangements, there will be CCTV cameras, footages will be recorded, but none of that has happened. The violence that you see there, the spate of murders in the run-up to the election is very disconcerting. And the TMC, who's responsible for law and order in the state, and Mamata Banerjee being the Home Minister of the state, should be questioned. Naturally, the Central Forces deployment is incumbent on how the SEC uses it. But the SEC in this case has always been reluctant to use the Central Forces so that the TMC goons can capture booths. There have been instances where TMC workers have got into booths and stamped ballot papers last night itself so that they could capture more booths during the day. There are video evidences, and most of it has happened in 24 North Pargana area, Murshidabad and CoochBehar, which are all strongholds of the TMC. The 24 North Pargana, in fact, has Diamond Harbour constituency, which is the Lok Sabha seat of Mamata Banerjee's nephew. That is also the seat where most number of uncontested seats have been registered. So clearly, Mamata Banerjee today has lost the mandate of the people, but she is ensuring that brute force is used to somehow win the Panchayat polls, and the result is for all of us to see.
Mr. Malviya, thank you for speaking to India Today. So that is the BJP's charge against the Trinamool Congress, that this is the state administration, the ruling government, calling the shots along with the State Election Commissioner. It remains to be seen how the SEC, the State Election Commissioner, in fact responds to these charges, because these are very serious charges.